Good morning, everybody. My name is Batty. I'm sitting here with
Elizabeth Gutierrez.
And we are filming our 10th episode of our Anchor Agent series. We wanted to just document our journey as new real estate agents, and that is what we're doing, and thanks for tuning in today. Elizabeth, today, what do you want to talk about?
We were talking about business cards and how we come up with our unique business card.
Awesome.
And our ideas of how we came across ours.
Very cool, very cool. Let's talk about our first business card and creating it and the excitement behind it and everything. First of all, how did you get inspired to create your first business card, and what did you do?
Mine actually was just, I was debating on two different pictures. There was one that I was wearing pink and then another one that I was wearing green. So I was like, does this match with our logo, with our green logo? No, the pink doesn't, but it kind of stands out more. So mine was more my picture.
A lot of thought behind it.
Yes, and then so I ended up getting a set of one and then a set of another one, and I just kind of got input from everybody.
That's incredible.
So
create them and then how would I say this? Create them and let everyone else make the decision for you. Perfect. I would go to open houses. I would at the MLS meeting, and I was like secretly collecting everybody's business cards, and I would take them and I'd look at them and I just like, oh, this is amazing. You know, this guy looks like even Jay Bond was. I remember it was like amazing. There've been a couple that because some will be like elegant like that, and then others are fun. And just in collecting all the ones that I collected, I remember because my wife is the one that designs them for me, and I'd say, hey, cross between this and this. But I remember having a pit in my stomach because once you decide and you get the box back in the mail, and then you open it up and you like hold it, you're like, oh no, I'm stuck with.
No, it's true.
You know, but I do remember there was such an excitement in that process of creating your first business card, and I think that's something to not go left easy or
no,
you know, that's
and
important.
even up to this day, like you said, open houses, I look at other people's and now they are more creative. They have like a square one, they have a see-through one.
Yes.
It's like, wow, that's pretty impressive.
And it's okay. There's a book called Steal Like an Artist, I believe is the name of it. And basically what it talks about is nothing created, or you can't create anything that hasn't been done. And basically the ideas that we take or that we show up with are actually just ideas that we steal from other things that we see throughout our day. You know, my business card might have a little bit of a Keller Williams design, a little bit of a Century 21 design, you know, and so you just take all these ideas from all these great agents who have created these business cards and you create your own, and you know, it's awesome. So anyways, let's tie this into what do we want to talk about next?
You said we were going to talk about our deals for...
Deals. The boat's floating, the boat's taking on water, and now the boat is sinking. A deal falling apart. So we're going to shift gears real quick and touch roughly on this. Elizabeth, you want to lead this one?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, deals are going to fall apart regardless if it's at the beginning of the transaction or at the end of the transaction. The key is to stay calm. State facts, and do whatever you can based on the information that you have. Sometimes it's out of our control, sometimes we can save them. It just depends on the scenario, but it's gonna happen. And don't be discouraged. Don't be hard on yourself.
Is it your fault?
No. I say not to take it personal. Most of the times, yes, sometimes we make a honest mistake, but the honest mistakes are okay, and you just make the best of it and work around it. And
Absolutely. I think honest mistakes can be revisited at the table before things have gone completely south. And once you own something, hey, I overlooked this, or I did not understand this, we can then go and clear everything up and keep navigating. But once a decision has been made either by a seller or by the buyer that they've turned the page, I don't think from that point, we can't really get them back on the table. And what Elizabeth mentioned a second ago is we can control the way we react to it. And the fact that not taking it personal, and that is so much easier said than done.
Yeah.
And
it is much easier said than done, because when you're going through that situation, you're like, oh my gosh,
an
like
emotional
what did I do? And all this stuff.
coaster.
And
yes.
you're going crazy, but at the same time, you have to take a deep breath, relax, remember the facts, remember what you're there for.
Sure.
You know, you're in the best interest of your client, and you just go from there.
And the funnest part of losing a deal is the mind conversations and the beat up you're going to have in your own mind after the fact of what you should have done, could have done differently. You know what I mean? And that to me is harder than actually the deal, you know, going through it, falling apart, is that actual internal just punching bag you're going to give yourself on, I should have done this, I should have done that, but the reality is that's already passed. But that to me was, you know, on a deal that fell apart, was the part that I struggled with, was the post falling apart in almost releasing and letting it go. You know what I mean? And,
well, we are our biggest critics, and we always want to, you know, give it 110%. So we are the hardest on ourselves. You know, like I can tell
the critique.
I can tell you, like, it's okay, don't worry about it, it's all gonna work out. But, or, you know, vice versa, he can tell me it's okay, everything's gonna work out. But in that moment when we're inside that, you know, storm,
it's like a prison of the mind.
We don't see.
You can't see past it.
We can't. It's hard to be optimistic and to really believe, you know, because like he said, the mindset, it's kind of constantly like, well, you should have done this, you should have said that, you could have done that, and it's just like kind of hunting you down. But just trust. And it's
a heavy weight. That's like a heavy weight on your shoulders. Just like
just take a step back, breathe, and just, you know, facts. Absolutely. And just be calm and be yourself. And
that's why I appreciate you so much, Elizabeth, is you're there when I go through these tremendous. That's one thing about real estate, is there's tremendous highs
and
there's tremendous lows. And I wish somehow we could compress those two elements to create a more just
balance.
Yes, and we got to figure out how to do that.
Well,
that'll be our next episode.
It's going to be hard, but because, you know, everybody's different. Every situation is different. Every deal is completely different. I mean, it might seem like an easy sale, and all of a sudden there's an iceberg that just, you know, is there that you didn't see. It's like Titanic, you know. Absolutely.
But you have to be ready, and like you said, you can control your reaction. And what I want to appreciate about you is how we can always be there to lift each other up during these situations. Just have someone who you can pick up the phone and say, hey, this is where I'm at, this is crazy, and getting the insight from a neutral third party, you know, and just to say, hey, well, check out this way, and almost to have that second voice coming in to actually just kind of keep you in check. So
accountability is very important.
Absolutely.
In this business.
Very well. So business cards are awesome the first time. And when deals
and it's okay. Sometimes people are in a budget, you know, and it's okay, but because we didn't talk about that on the business card. So when I was like, you know, when you're in a budget, you have to go by whatever you have, anything out there. Just make sure that you get your name out there, whether it's not a business card or it is a business card. Just make sure you're out there, and make sure you have your license number and your correct contact information.
Absolutely. And it's an awesome feeling when you get that box in the mail.
Yes.
And then you like open it up. That's like the greatest feeling ever. You're like,
I know.
It's like a kid on Christmas again.
I got 2 boxes and I went through them like right away because of the door hangers. It's like, okay, wait, I have to order 2 more.
I buy them by 4,000 now. I get 4,000 a time. So, anyways, I'm winding down. Elizabeth, is there anything else you want to add today?
No, that's it. Just go get those deals and don't be afraid, and be you.
Yeah. And whatever business card you decide to do, even if you're doubting it, it's the right one, because you have to just get that first one started. And it's going to change. The business cards are going to change every time. You know, my next order, I want to do a different picture.
You do?
I think I do. Yeah. I've been standing by an olive tree for a long time. So anyways, thank you so much for tuning into our 10th episode of Anchor Agent. My name is Kyle Batty. I'm here with Elizabeth. What is your contact, Elizabeth?
My phone number is 805-286-6617. Again, 805-286-6617.
Awesome. I'm 805-714-5473. 805-714-5473. And anyone thinking about becoming a real estate agent and you have questions out there, contact you, Elizabeth. Contact me. Yeah, exactly. Dude.
You can contact us at any time for any questions, concerns, or anything.
And just encouragement on, don't get distracted on taking those classes, taking the exam. Give us a call. We both work for the Hubbell Real Estate Group. Want to give a shout out to our brokerage as well. And I also want to thank Casey Harris for helping us put these videos together, and JJ as well. So everyone out there, have the greatest day.
Yes, have a blessed and productive rest of your week.
Stay kind and stay awesome. Thanks for tuning in, you guys.
Bye.
See ya.